Welcome, everybody, to eCoffee with Experts. I'm Victor, your new host to the program. And today we have a very special person, friend, and an even better SEO consultant to talk with us here. Katarina Dali, thank you so much for being with us. It's a pleasure to have you here at Digital Solutions at eCoffee with Experts. And I would love to just start by asking who you are, not for me, but for the audience, of course. We already know the things you do, we already know everything about your career, but we want to share, we want to give you the stage, we want to make sure that people from the outside who are watching this YouTube right now can understand who you are and especially why you're here. So please do start.
Hello, my name is Katarina Lin, and thanks for inviting me to the show. I work as a senior growth hacker at Genero. We are a marketing agency in the Nordics. I work with SEO, mostly with SEO.
Don't be shy. Do tell the folks about the things you do, how expert you are into everything else. Come on. We'd love to know about you more.
What else? Currently I'm very into AI and how I can use AI and ChatGPT in my SEO work. I'm also an affiliate marketer.
Okay.
I have a flower blog. Yeah. So what else?
Awesome. Awesome. I think we can start by simply asking what started, what made you come into the SEO market, to the marketing market. At least when people ask me, did you always plan on working with sales? I always say no. At first, I started working as a marketing analyst. I was, sure that this was going to be my future. Then all of a sudden, I was selling tech. But how was it to you? How did you manage to find yourself into this scenario where we're currently at?
I also ended up here by accident, so to say. I studied developmental psychology, so has nothing to do with marketing. But I don't know, I was just asked by my previous colleague who changed job to this agency. And she told me one day, we would need a growth hacker.
Okay.
Do you want to come? And then I just came, started as a trainee, didn't know anything at all about marketing. And then I just
Self-learner then.
switched job and learned everything here in the agency.
And how, when did this start? When are we talking about this first time?
Almost 6 years ago. So
and how was
2019?
Exactly. So before COVID, before ChatGPT, before Google's several updates. So how was the market back then? And how do you see the current growth, let's just say, in terms of SEO, in terms of digital marketing?
I'm happy I started at a time where things needed to be done manually, or more or less. You start now, you probably would start other ways than with all the ChatGPT and stuff.
Exactly.
But I still learned how working in spreadsheet, doing keyword research, checking on the pages, manually what needs to be done. And now I work in a more different way than when I started.
And everything that you learned from the 6 years as a growth hacker, was it enough? Was it the spark necessary for you to open your garden flower shop? Or no, was it like another thing that just jumped out of a parachute of a plane and landed here?
Okay, so my flower hobby, that just started with, I just wanted to grow flowers, like real flowers. So I just decided one winter that, okay, now I will start a new hobby. I will start to grow cut flowers in the summer. So I rented one of these garden plots in the local garden. So then I just grew my flowers that summer. But then, the summer is very short here in Finland.
Yes.
And then came the autumn. And it's very dark here in Finland, autumn. So then I got very bored when my flower hobby ended. Had nothing to do. So then I started this flower blog. And then quickly it turned out to be an affiliate marketing blog. And then I
That's awesome.
continued on that.
That's super great. You did mention to me that you found a good monthly organic growth in the website, right?
Yes. So within 1 year of starting the blog, and I do, of course, SEO on it.
Yeah.
So I grew it to 50K monthly organic visitors in 1 year. So
That's super nice.
it's really, yeah. And
Congratulations, by the way.
that's like 1% of the Finnish population we have. It's
Wow.
6 million or something.
Okay.
Yes.
Like
But
any, sorry to interrupt you, but did this growth come from specific techniques that you found by working at General, for example, as a growth hacker? Or we can
yes.
just say that it was a mix of luck and having the right ideas being well executed?
Actually, when I just started, set up the blog before I used ChatGPT. So nothing really happened then
Yeah.
because, yeah, it wasn't so fun to write like
Uh-huh.
articles. But then I just, in the same time, in the spring, a few months later, started to experiment with ChatGPT and started to like
Okay.
learn how it works. So I started to use ChatGPT on my blog to write articles. So I like suddenly got more things done that I did in the manual period, so to say. But I use the same techniques as I do normally, like
Okay.
doing the keyword research, working with one team at a time. It was flower deliveries. I started with optimizing the content, creating pages, linking, working with feature snippets. Started to try to get backlinks to my blog. So
It's
yeah,
always about the backlinks, right?
it's
Yeah.
they are important. Everything
They
is
are
important.
important. Yes. Yes. And we do know that you are a custom GPT lover, right? So I imagine a lot of custom GPTs helped you across this journey. Any particular use case you would like to share with everybody here?
Yeah, so I started with the articles, but later on, when I grew the blog, I took in products to my site.
Okay.
Yeah, but when I used the normal ChatGPT, yeah, you get the normal kind of text. But
Yeah.
when I build an own GPT for each brand on my site, then it like start to know the words and the tone of voice. It starts to know the products, and it like writes much better product text for
Yeah.
me. So I use custom GPTs mostly for product optimization.
That's so cool. Yeah, I use custom GPTs to ask why my car is running slow. I have a mechanic GPT in my chat GPT tab, but I'm glad to see that people use it wisely instead of me just blatantly asking questions,
Yeah,
because my mechanic is out of touch right now.
but I do that also. I talk with the ChatGPT a lot.
Yeah, like
Like,
please go on.
but yeah, anything if I want to code something, I ask for help, or just also daily questions like yeah.
No, me too. We have two home pods here back at home, and it's so dumb. Like we asked for the weather, but if I ask it like, hey, should I take an umbrella with me? It's not able to respond because it's not a LLM, right?
Yeah.
So I'm looking super forward to having ChatGPT at the home pods just because I want to ask, hey, is it okay to feed my dog with eggs? Which is okay, in case anybody's wondering, it is okay to feed your dog with eggs. Like, I want to have this as well. I want to have not only the custom GPTs for our professional line of work, but for the personal one, right? I think that's the most brilliant part about it all. But then, alas, coming back to the professional side of things, you did mention about the affiliate site of your website of the flower business that you currently own. But when we consider affiliate marketing nowadays, the first thing that comes to mind is especially marketplaces or TikTok, for example, or Instagram shop. the social media part of affiliate and how everybody can start being an affiliate in the blink of an eye. But in terms of SEO and in terms of your knowledge, which is the biggest part here, how did everything work when you were starting? So the first week when you were building everything, you knew about the affiliate techniques and the theory behind it all, and you also knew about SEO. How did you manage to bring them together to execute properly and then give the growth you already achieved?
Actually, I didn't know much about affiliate marketing, but I just
Mhm.
started. I started and learned on the way.
Nice.
But actually, it was like a colleague mentioned to me that, or he showed me what he had done, what kind of sites he had been doing, and how much money he had earned. And so
Okay.
then I just thought, look, that what could I do with my flower blog that I just started? And then I found these, like there were searches on flower delivery, flower
Okay.
deliveries and flower delivery plus city. So then I just
hmm
thought that, okay, maybe I should try to do this like like how we did for other clients, just like local pages, flower delivery, Helsinki, flower delivery, Tampere, and so on. And then it was good because then I had my winter vacation. So I was free I had vacation for 1 week. I was supposed to do sport, but we do that in the sport vacation in Finland. But then I just
Okay.
got home and built all these pages. So I built 160 flower delivery pages in 1 week.
Wow.
And then I just started. And then I got my first sale from Canada. I don't know why,
Okay.
but I got my first sale very early.
hmm
So that then I got motivation, just continue because I noticed that, okay, this works, let's continue.
That's super nice. That's
So
actually, it's encouraging to hear that you don't need to know a lot about affiliate
no,
to start.
no.
You know,
And then I
so
had also another colleague here. He was doing the same. He started at the same time. So then we started to like share ideas and do this thing together as well. So it was really fun. So we kind of
that's super cool to
learned
know.
together. Yeah.
Any tips, like any beginner tips for 2025? We are almost at the end of October, right? So any tips for 2025 for anybody who wants to start a
Uh,
affiliate shop?
yes, start somewhere, but maybe start somewhere where the competition is a bit lower,
That's a good point.
less search volume.
I think more niche usually helps as well, right?
Niche
Yes.
sites are good.
Uh,
Mm. Try to find words that like web shops can't rank on. So they, for example, sometimes they have difficult to rank on words like best and a product
yeah.
because Google is showing third-party sites. Google is showing these review sites. So that's where your site, your affiliate sites comes in. So
I see.
yeah, words like best hiking shoes or best
Yeah.
skincare product or also product plus review keywords.
Well, do you have like a champion product that converts most of the traffic to your page? Any specific flowers that's the best seller overall that you know you need to talk about it? Maybe you have more backlinks sending people to that page specifically.
Might have a few categories that are getting like
More traffic,
more
more.
traffic. Now when Black Friday is coming, I optimize also for Black Friday and product words, Black Friday and other brands words, for example.
I
But
see.
I don't have one big thing that gives me
Okay.
everything. I have a lot of pages and get a bit from everywhere.
It makes sense. At the end of the day, when I think about buying flowers, the use cases are pretty simple. Either you lost somebody, right? And then you
Yeah.
want to buy flowers to make up for it, to take it to the site, or you want to surprise somebody, you want to gift somebody with flowers. So I don't really see any third scenarios, but please, I believe you do know more that you can share with us here, right?
For these, it's, yeah, for the flower words, it's just straightforward. People are just looking for
I would
send flowers and
yeah.
diversity. But this is just, okay, it's a flower blog I have, but it's a small part. I also have, yeah, just to get in more revenue, but I also have like home decor products, garden tools, and a couple of these Finnish brands,
I see.
Iittala and Marimekko and these.
Makes super sense. And I think not only about flowers, but when anybody comes to your profile, they're going to see the SEO growth hacker at beginner as well, right? And this is something that we can talk if you'd like to, of course. But nowadays, again, 2025, you are the growth hacker at the company you're working for. How is the life as an SEO growth hacker in Finland, for example? Because we do know a lot about the UK, we do know a lot about the US, but do share with us your experience in your region. How do you find it overall in terms of outreaching? Do you have a lot of bloggers willing to talk easily with you, or no? Is it another situation?
Now I, of course, know just the situation in Finland, but I don't know. I think the SEO work in Finland is mostly like on-site and technical and working with content. I would say that, yeah, to some extent, we work with getting backlinks from bloggers and other parts, but I would say that this part is not so strong as on-page and technical and content side.
Okay. And
I know in Sweden, for example, they work a lot more with backlinks than they do in Finland. But
that's
maybe
interesting.
Maybe we are getting more into the backlink direction. I think so.
Portugal has a similar market where they are not working too much with backlinks at the moment, but this is because of the low digital maturity around the population of Portugal, right? So what we have right here is a lot of old people. This is not an issue. I'm not talking badly about old people. I love my grandmother, but we are talking about old people who are not very present in the digital world. And then anytime somebody asks me any tips for difficult crowds like this one, we go through some unconventional techniques, because sometimes the simpler you can be, the better your work is going to be. Have you ever been in a situation, not with old people, of course, but have you ever been in a situation where any unconventional techniques worked for you? And by unconventional, I mean, there's no raw definition of the term. You can just like, at the time, I thought it was unconventional. It still is in my mind. Like, anything you can share with us regarding this?
I was just curious when I also started my blog. So I tried this technique to buy expired domains and redirect them to my site. Yeah, I did that.
And did it work?
It did. It feels
That's
like
awesome.
it feels that it worked very well.
Okay.
But then came the Google Core update in March, where this thing came in. Like they said, this will not work anymore, and so
another victim by the update.
And then my old blog also went down a bit, but I don't know if it was because of these backlinks or if it was because like big brands started to rank better than my little affiliate blog. So I don't know what caused what. I stopped buying expired domains now. I don't know if it works, but anyone can test for themselves if they want.
Would you consider this, it worked, right? You literally just said that you wouldn't buy anymore. So
I wouldn't buy to my clients. I could buy for a testing purpose on a blog that like doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about those business owners watching us,
Okay,
and
then
they're
I don't recommend it.
awesome. That's it,
Yeah,
everybody. So
but
please don't
that's
buy
a
expire
yeah
links.
but that's a technique that I tried, but I don't recommend it anymore.
It is good to know that they can try to test, but it's not like a
Yeah, but
recipe for success,
be
right? That
careful.
okay, be careful, guys. Don't buy expired links nor expired food.
It's it's
Only if it's
better
organic.
to try to get them in a better way. But
Yeah. Yes, I agree. I 100% agree. One of the things that brings me a lot of joy, especially when I'm talking to important people like you, is when they manage to share who they are in the words, not only here in this YouTube podcast, but also in real life, especially in events. And for those who don't know, Katarina was at Brighton SEO. She was at SEO office hours, right, Katarina?
yeah,
Am I missing another one that you
uh,
recently been
e-
into?
SEO vibes in Helsinki in May.
Great. Do you want to share with us about these three events? What did you do at them? How was it? Any new discoveries or findings that the community might find important?
All the learn things in all the events, but the
Mhm.
best part I think is to meet other SEOs and meet other people
Yeah,
and
it
that
helps you build your authority in the market as well, right?
yeah, and also like getting friends in the industry.
Getting friends.
I think
Yeah.
that's the best part of all the conferences this year. Yeah, but otherwise, yeah, it was my first my first conference where I spoke at. So for me, it was a lot to
Congratulations on
learn
this.
about. Yeah, thank you. A lot to learn about how it is to be a speaker yourself.
Yeah, that's important.
So,
Do you feel like you'll be speaking more and more in the following years
uh,
in events?
yes, because every time I like speak at some event, it's so much fun. So
Nice.
then I want to go again and go to the next event.
That's awesome. Eventually you're gonna be like a host. I can already see that happening as well.
I don't know, but at least I want to speak more.
I would never tell myself 5 years ago that I would be talking to you in a podcast hosting. So we never know. That's
Yeah,
the
no, we never
magic
know.
of life. We
Yeah,
never know. Exactly. Awesome.
I never thought I would speak at an event 5 years ago either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly. This is great. Awesome. Okay. I remember that in one of the events, you did talk about stealing featured snippets, and the listeners at first would be curious to understand more about it, right? The same way that I am, because now I'm only just asking you this with no answer in my mind. So anytime we talk about your expertise in this in stealing feature snippets, what can we expect from this expertise of yours? What is the knowledge that you have? How do you use it in a day-to-day basis? What do you recommend? Everything else that you can talk will always be
Yes.
appreciated here.
Yeah. So we noticed that we found a technique, or we noticed that it's pretty easy to steal the featured snippets from
Mhm.
competitors if you just update your content and make your content better than the competitors.
Okay.
So what we started to do then is go to SEMrush or Ahrefs or any SEO tool where you can see on on your site, you see all the words that's ranking, and then you can filter out only those words where the feature snippet is available. But
Okay.
then you filter out those words where it's available on, but where you rank on position 3 to 15 maybe. So then we just take one word at a time. We see how the featured snippet looks like today. And then we just go to our page that is ranking for the same keyword. We try to edit the content so it explains the thing more like in a simpler way than the competitors, in a more easy
Mhm.
way. And usually the feature snippet, or often it answers the question, what is this thing? And then it gives an answer to that. So then we also go to our site and add an H2 heading, for example, what is,
I see.
and then the keyword, and then writes the answer 2 to 3 sentences so that it's short enough but explains the thing in those sentences so that it could fit the featured snippet space. So yeah, this doesn't take long time to do, like 10 minutes for each feature snippet. So if you do 100, if you optimize 100 feature snippets on your site, maybe 40% you can actually take it from the competitor.
That's nice to know. That's very nice to know.
Or that was the percentage that we got when we tested on 3 clients and optimized maybe 400 featured snippets. So
no, it's a pretty good use case what you have right here. It's proven work. So that's awesome to know. I also know a lot about a lot of people say that somebody has an entrepreneur side, but I'm not going to say that you have that side. You have more of a mechanic, technical person side where you build stuff, where you experiment technology, where you share your findings with the world. And recently we were discussing, you and I, about your redirect tool, right?
yeah.
Can you share a little bit, not only about the tool, but what drives you into creating such technologies and sharing them with the world? Do you see yourself investing more and more time creating new technologies, creating new tools and softwares? Or is this just like a free time exercise and hobby that you have?
So I'm just curious. I'm curious.
That's
and
good.
I'm
Yeah.
very like into tool building with ChatGPT. So I think I just found a way to communicate with ChatGPT and help it to write code for me and build all these tools.
Okay.
Usually it just starts with an idea or a thought that can I build this with ChatGPT? And then I just need to test it and try it because I'm curious. And then it's very rewarding when I actually can build tools with myself because
I imagine so.
because I'm not a developer and I couldn't do this 5 years ago without ChatGPT. So now I just do it because it's fun.
No, I can see that.
Yeah.
If I get proud of the Lego sets that I build. Imagine yourself building things that really matter instead of
Yeah.
Batman's Batcave. And also kudos to you.
Yeah.
I'm still talking about tech. Because you're mentioning throughout this conversation how much ChatGPT helps you. So this is already a fact, and everybody knows ChatGPT helps everybody who knows how to use the prompts, who know how to use the software. It is indeed one of the best things in the recent years in terms of technology, right? But do you see any other emerging technologies for SEO? Not AI automated or anything like that, but maybe a different API, a different code, a different language that can help SEO? Or will the future be AI centered as we are currently indeed seeing it happen?
I think, AI is so strongly. I think it's difficult to go away from that. But there are other tools than ChatGPT. I also recently started to experiment with Google Apps Script and see how I can work with that in my daily SEO work. For example, if I previously had to manually check the titles of a page and get them into spreadsheet, or if I just need to check if this page has this keyword in this sheet. So before I had to check them myself, but now I just write a script for it in Google App Script, and then I just click on a button and then it checks for me.
And this is how you approach keyword research nowadays?
Like in the same way as before.
Okay.
Also, like I check in the different tools, find ideas, and check what the competitors has. Are there content gaps? Like these I still do in the normal way.
And I think it'll always be the case forever.
Yeah.
Everybody, as we say, the grass sometimes can be greener in the other side, right? And then you go looking at your competitor, the competitor of your customer, you're going to see the things he do. But that's usually when AI also helps, right? To reverse engineer backlink strategies, for example,
Yeah.
making sure that your life is easier down the line. Awesome. I think we are in the last stage of our conversation, which is a pity because if it were up to me, we would be here for hours and hours. But now about more about Katarina person side than professional side, right? So what is your favorite flower? Starting by that.
That's zinnia. I don't know if you know it, but
I don't, but I'm gonna ask the marketing
but
team to put a picture here
yeah,
about it.
all the flowers that I can grow myself and make a nice
That's nice.
yeah.
That's lovely. That's lovely. Any when talking about flowers, so we already talking about SEO, we already talked about tech, we already talked about affiliate and marketing. Any tips on how to take good care of the flowers everybody buys? We always know about watering them, making sure that they receive sunlight. Anything extra that plants nowadays need?
If you buy cut flowers, if you buy them from a store, I just make sure. I usually just cut a piece of from the
Okay, so the straw.
bottom. Yeah, the
Yeah,
straw. I
I
don't
don't
know
know
the
the term
word.
as well.
Yeah, just to make it, and usually a bit sideways, so
Okay, very
so
diagonally,
that
right?
so that it will so
Receive
that it
more
will
water.
get water and don't die from that.
Yeah, I heard about it. Never did it
And if you are
myself.
and if you are really
Okay.
pro, change the water in the vase every day. You can even put the whole vase in the fridge if it has space. So
Okay.
it lasts for during the night and take it out during the day. So it
Oh, that's
lasts
nice to know.
longer. Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea. This is another a good tip. Yes, I had no idea. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Wow. I'm actually gonna do save some
You can
space for the
try it.
flowers. Yeah, I'm gonna try it today. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna try it today. Amazing. Let's do then a like quick last minute questions where I just ask you your favorite thing or one thing or another, like $5 or a secret gift, and you let me know your preferences. How does that sound?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Awesome. First, the one of the most important questions in the universe: pizza or hamburger?
Pizza.
Awesome. Awesome. I agree 100% with you. I love pizza. Winter or summer?
Summer.
Summer. Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones?
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Do you mind explaining why?
I just love the
You,
books. I love the
yeah,
movies. I watch them all over again.
it makes sense. And then when we think about nerdy questions, Lord of the Rings or Star Wars?
Still Lord of the Rings.
Wow, we do have a Tolkien fan here then. Awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing. Last one, and this will be our conversation for the day: SEO or affiliate marketing? If you had to choose between working with only one, which would you prefer?
SEO.
Nice. And do you mind telling us why?
Because when I work with my blog and as an affiliate marketer, I am more alone. And with SEO, I have all my colleagues here, and I love being at the office and doing
That's
things together. So that's why.
that's a great answer. That's a great answer. It wasn't
Yeah.
scripted, everybody. So yeah, that's the true Katarina for you right here. Awesome. Katarina, I think this is it. I really
Thank
appreciate you
you.
being here with us. I really appreciate you sharing so much. And of course, anytime at all, anybody wants to ask Katarina some questions and wants to understand more about her flower business, about her time at General, do ping her on her LinkedIn. It's gonna be in the post where we're gonna share this video alongside the description in the YouTube right here below the like button. Katarina, once again, thank you so much for your time. It was amazing having you here.
Thank you.
Everybody, I appreciate your time as well. I'm Victor Julio. This is my first podcast, so please bear with my mistakes. But I'm looking forward to seeing more of you and seeing more of Katarina in the next events where she'll be speaking not only about her flower business, but about her overall SEO experiences. Thank you all so much, Katarina. Thank you so much.
Thank
It
you
was
so
a
much.
pleasure. Bye bye.
Bye.